John and Michael here from ClassicsShow. Today we're going to be reviewing Michael's new game, Contra, on the NES. Now, to start off, we're going to look at the cartridge here. And the first thing is these two people. And what you notice is that that guy looks exactly like Rambo, and he looks like Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, like, we did some research on that, and they are based off of them. Like, you can't tell in the game or anything, but the art looks exactly like them. So, like, when they decided to come up with the characters for this, they're like, what's the cool name? Oh, Bill Reiser. Well, let's get, Rambo in there and, Terminator. And then another thing is this floating alien head in the background is not in the game at all. Like, you never see him. So, then it's just kind of weird with all of that because the label, they took the characters and then that guy's not in it at all.
Alright, so this is the title screen for Contra. This is John talking, by the way. Alright, so if you look, you got Konami. This is the actual opening kind of screen. And on here, and if you look right here, the two guys, there's the Rambo guy, kind of looks like Sylvester Stallone. And, okay, just look, it doesn't give you any time. Like, this is it, and then it goes to the demo mode. Well, anyway, so if you look, the guy in the back is Rambo, and the guy in the front is supposed to be Arnold. And what's that thing coming out of the Arnold guy's mouth? It's blue. So is the other guy's hair. So it makes you wonder, is he chewing on the other guy's hair? I guess we'll never know. I mean, it's still kind of pixelated, even though it is an '88 game. So, well, let's get ready to play some Contra. Alright, so this is the first stage, and Nathan's going to be playing in one-player mode. And if you look, it's dark, and the graphics actually look really nice and colorful. The detail in the trees is pretty good, too. And what's great about it is you can pick up upgrades. Normally your gun's semi-auto, and you have to press A to shoot. And the bridges blow up under you. I don't know if they're tripped to do that or what, but, it seems to be common in these games for bridges to just fall away or blow up. So, if Michael has anything to say, go ahead and chime in.
Alright, so another thing about this game, when you start out, it puts you right in the action. There's no backstory, there's no introduction, you're right in the game, and you have no time to comprehend what's going on, and, that can be a good thing because, it's just the game, you're put right in the game with no tedious intro, but it also leaves you wondering what on earth you're doing. You're going through the forest with shooting down aliens for the military, so you have to wonder if this is set in the future or the past or where this is set, and it's a mess.
Alright, and if you see those things over there, those are the actual power-ups. You pick them up, they look like the Air Force airborne wings. Oh, now he has a laser rifle, that's pretty cool. Looks like a flamethrower. This is one of those weapons that you have to wait till it hits an enemy or the edge of the screen. You know how much I hate that from watching my other review. I mean, look, fire it, Nathan. And if you fire it before it leaves the screen, it doesn't do any damage. And now you hit the wall at the end of the first level, and there are guys and guns and just everything coming out of everywhere trying to kill you. I mean, look, he just died twice in under 10 seconds. And you get a 10-second invincibility, but now he's dead.
Alright, as you can see, this game is really hard to get through as one player, so we're gonna switch to the two-player mode.
Alright, so this is the two-player mode. You got two guys, one of them's Arnold, one of them's Rambo. And if you'll see, you can shoot in 8 directions. That was a big thing in this game. Just the ability to shoot in multiple directions, except for forward and behind you, was a pretty big thing. And about the guys, they're running around in chaps and no shirt. Now, it makes you wonder, because, he was chewing on the other guy's hair in the beginning. So you just don't know sometimes. And those little things at the top of the screen you might be able to see kind of look like badges. Well, those are your lives, and you lose them just like, I don't know, socks.
And something annoying with the lives is that if I die and I'm out of lives, I can hit A and steal Michael's lives. So that if you wanted to continue and the other person was better than you, you could steal his lives and just keep playing, even though you suck. Which everyone does in this game because it's incredibly hard.
Yeah. And if you look, those big tank things that just try to kill you all the time, those are really, really annoying. They come up everywhere and you can't even stop them.
They just pop out of nowhere.
You can just kill both of them, and then he jumped into a chasm to commit suicide. Oh god.
And another thing is that if you fall, you crash into something and then hit the ground. Now I gotta go on by myself because Michael died and he can't see my lives because I've lost so many. Because you die so much in this game. It's just like you go around and you have to play. I mean, look, in here, basically, I can get to here without dying, and I did last time, but then I get here and I die because there's no safe spot.
And then this is the screen after you die. You have end and continue.
Why does it say hi? Is it just telling us hello?
High score.
I get it. I was kidding.
Wow. And this is going to go on the internet, too. I mean, Player 2 has 1900 and Player 1 has 6600. It's a pretty average score kind of thing. The highest 20,000. However you would get that many points is beyond me.
I don't understand why they add the thousands. Why not just do it in ones and make it less complicated? I don't like that game.
Every game does that.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I mean, I guess they wanted to make it seem like people play it for longer.
I mean, oh gosh.
The only difference between the guys is the different color of their pants in this.
Yeah. I mean, they both have the same colored hairbands even.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be two separate characters.
Yeah.
One of them should have been a black guy.
Alright, so the backstory behind Contra, you're Lance Bean or Bill Reiser, and Bill Reiser is based on Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lance Bean based on Sylvester Stallone, and you're shooting your way through an alien-infested jungle, and you actually work for the military, and, you know, the game kind of just drops you off in the middle of it. There's no intro or anything, so you just have to kind of figure that out on your own.
The graphics are good. I mean, it is NES's graphics again, but it makes me wonder how they can have mountains in the background and trees everywhere and guns popping out and people with detailed arms in the same system that they made Mario. So it just makes it seem like, you know, so that really makes it show that it does have really good graphics for its time.
Yeah,
against all the other games.
It's
yeah,
really
this was
colorful.
3 years later, and a lot happened in those 3
True.
years.
Yeah. I mean, look at Batman. Batman was a really great game. It came a year after this, and the graphics weren't actually that much better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the colors were darker. I mean, even these colors are pretty dark, but it's got a pretty good variety. And normally in these games, you would only get a selection of colors to choose from. So I don't know if they expanded that or what, but, I mean, the last game was in 1995, and that was 10 years afterwards.
This gun I have, I'm the blue guy right now, is the most annoying thing in the world. Like, it spirals around and you don't even really know what's happening with it. Like, it makes these weird noises sometimes. Like you just don't, like, it's just like this little spring noise sound. But sometimes it doesn't do that. So I don't know what's up with that gun.
And also, in this game, you're shooting little energy balls. I mean, they aren't even bullets. Alright, so Contra, in my opinion, was a really good game. I mean, compared to my collection of other games, it really is up there with my favorites like Zelda and Mario 3. I mean, it was a side-scroller shooter game, but it had the features of Mario with some of the newer games. So it had a really great color scheme, and you could shoot in multiple directions, which was a new concept. And it was pretty hard, but that's just more of a challenge for the game. So if I had to give it a rating out of 1 to 100, I'd probably give it like an 80 or an 80.
Alright, I think this is a good game. I like it. It's kind of annoying because, I mean, I know they couldn't really do much with the one D-pad, but I don't like how you can't shoot diagonally without walking. But I mean, I do understand that they can't do that with just the D-pad. So it's a good game, so I'd give it an 80, because it's really fun, but it does have flaws.
Alright, so Contra, it's one of my favorite games. It was well worth the money I spent on it, and you know, I really do love this game. It's classic, it's definitely a classic game, and you know, the concept of Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the same game is just two action heroes just colliding in the same adventure. That's just, you know, amazing. And you know, it's a great game. You have the directional shooting, which is new, and you know, the two-player mode really is amazing, you know, if you have a friend to play with. So, you know, it's a really good game. So I'm going to give this 4 out of 5.